What's good, Slimes? Age Fragrance back with a very quick fragrance related video. The title of this video should be something called like selling my fragrance collections, maybe fragrance addiction for the views. I don't know, but it's mainly about my fragrances and what the plan I'm gonna do is. I think you've probably gathered from the channel I've got a lot of fragrances, and I think everybody that has a fragrance collection at one point looks at all of their fragrances and says, do I really need all of this stuff? Hence why I've been making more videos on my channel, because I definitely think there's a level of overconsumption. We're all consumers at the end of the day, and I think that has impacted a lot of the fragrance community, including myself. I have not gone broke buying fragrances, selling fragrances, collecting fragrances. It is a hobby. I've never, like I said, I've never gone broke. I've quite responsible with my finances, so I'm fine with this as a hobby. But I've got to be realistic too with this hobby. For example, I've got tons of fragrances in front of me. Some I've reviewed, some you haven't heard of. And that kind of is why I'm making this video of selling my fragrance collection. I think you can have as many fragrances. Forgive me. I think you can have as many fragrances as you want in your collection, as long as you're getting value for them. For example, I love this fragrance, Chanel Allure. I love wearing this. Any situation I can get, I will always wear this. So for me, this gets a lot of value for me. As you can see, like a good majority of the bottle is missing, and I will be repurchasing this once that is done. I love this in my collection. I think it's a 9 out of 10 fragrance. You may be saying that's because it's high end. I also have like the Body Shop Vanilla. I've used a good half of this because this is a fantastic, warm, soft, feminine vanilla. I love it. And I will have value for this in my collection. The same with Tom Ford Metallic. This is discontinued, I believe, but I've got this and another 50ml bottle. So I'm happy with this in my collection. I get use from this. I've never smelled anything like this. I wear this a lot for like walks and stuff. Like when I'm hanging out with friends. Like the way this is in the air is amazing. It's a very unique vanilla. I've never smelled anything like it, to be honest. But then on the other end of this spectrum, we have fragrances that I just don't need anymore in my collection. For example, Amir Al Oud from Latafa. This stuff smells nice, but this doesn't really suit me. I've got fragrances that will get the job done, so I don't need that in my collection. Why am I having this sit on my shelf? For a fragrance review, sure, I understand, but for practically, I don't really need it. The same can be said for this Artilia Cologne Orange Sanguini. This stuff is fantastic. This is one of the best citrus smells ever, but I don't wear it because I don't get that much practical use from it. The same could be going for Tom Ford Bord de Jour. I think this is one of the most fantastic smelling barbershop fougere fragrances ever. I don't wear this. It doesn't suit me. I have to tick so many boxes just for me to wear it. I don't think it's worth it. It's a nice scent, but I don't need it in my collection, hence why I'm going to probably do a review of it, give my opinions, and then do what I want with the bottle. The same with like Byredo G Water. I don't really Gypsy Water. This stuff smells amazing, but I just don't really wear it. So why do I want it sitting at the front of my collection? Just so I can flex, so I can stunt, just so I feel good about myself? So I don't really need this in my collection, even though this is probably one of the most versatile scents ever. Whereas, like, I do believe we should have kind of daily fragrances, in the sense that, like, beta fragrances you just wear, that you want to smell nice, but you don't have any attachment to. For example, a Zara Unwanted Tonic. I paid a decent amount for this. I paid like £10 for 80 ml. This is a fragrance I'll use as a beta scent, essentially. I think everybody should have at least one or two in their fragrance collection. For example, if I go to the dentist, I'm gonna, obviously brush my teeth, wear deodorant, so forth, be presentable. But I'm not gonna be wearing my MFK for that, This is a gorgeous scent, but I don't want to smell like $1,000,000 when I'm getting like my tooth extracted, I want to smell somewhat presentable. So that's where kind of like I recommend you just have one of these or one of these. you know, 1 or 2 fragrances in your collection. So you are going to be seeing more reviews from me about my thoughts on fragrances and what I plan on doing with them in the future. For example, this, oops, I like this scent a lot. Do I wear it? No. Why is it in my collection? These are the kind of things you have to think. There's a novelty in fragrances, especially when you first get into it, but then it does kind of become, we're just expanding our wardrobe, expanding our shelves of just stuff we don't really need. For example, like, I like this scent, so I have it in my collection. I will wear it. Boules de Jour. Some will say this is more better than Le Male or Fresh. But like I said, fragrances is all case by case, all how you interpret it, or what you get from it. So to answer your question, yes, I am selling, to answer the question, yes, I am selling quite a few of my fragrances. But I'm going to give them all final wears, essentially. They're all moving up towards my current rotation of stuff I wear when I'm going out, running errands and work. And if I get to the point where I'm smelling myself and I'm just like, I wish I wore something else, chances are I'll probably sell that bottle. That's been Ace Fragrance, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.